welcome back to the Bucket of Awesomeness. My name's Phil, of course, and welcome to my new series. Now, this series is called My Collection Monday. I hope to post a video every 1 or 2 weeks looking at my collections, looking at how I got into collecting them, looking at where I want to go in the future, look at my favourite pieces, my rarest pieces, and things like that. And we're going to start off with my X-Wing fleet. Now, if you've been watching my channel recently, you would have seen me last week post the unboxing of the first of the TIE Fighter, and this week we've got a TIE Punisher being unboxed, and I'll get onto that in a minute. We're going to start off with how I got into the game. Now, my good friend Matt introduced me to the game just over a year or so ago now, and yeah, he introduced me to it. We played the core set, which was 1 X-Wing and 2 TIE Fighters, and we played through a few missions. Now, being a big Imperial fan, I was like, okay, I quite like flying the TIE Fighters, they're pretty cool. So the first ship I actually went out and bought was this, which is the TIE Advanced. Now, of course, this is most notably used by Darth Vader in Episode 4, and being a huge Star Wars fan, I was like, you know what, if I'm going to do this, I want to do this properly. So I went out and bought the TIE Advanced. I love Darth Vader. However, he's not particularly great in the game, so I haven't actually used him that much. However, it's what got me started on the collection. Now, what I went out and bought next was the Imperial Aces and a regular TIE Interceptor set. So that's 3 TIE Interceptors. You get these 2 TIE Interceptors in the Imperial Aces pack, and you then get this regular TIE Interceptor in the TIE Interceptor expansion pack. I love the way they looked. I love the giant space battle at the end of Return of the Jedi, and I really liked how the TIE Interceptors were introduced on that as a different variation on the TIE Fighter. Now, I do own a couple of regular TIE Fighters, being here from the original trilogy, as well as the First Order TIE Fighter that I unboxed on the channel last week. I got these 2 along with my only Rebel ship, my X-Wing, when I bought the core set. Now, you need the core set, of course, to get the rules and to get the movement dials and tokens and everything else you need to start playing the game. I loved playing the core set. I loved using the TIE Fighters. I don't use the X-Wing, it's the only Rebel ship I own. I might expand on that in future, but that's future videos. I also want to do Scum and Villainy at some point, but at the moment I focus on my Imperials. I love flying them, and of course the First Order when they release more ships. But yes, in the core set you get all the movement tokens you need. For example, this is the movement 4. It's quite simple. You just place the movement token into the grooves at the front here, and you move it front to back. Now, I'm not going to go into it and explain the game completely here, but I may do a video on that in the future. Now, also in the core set you get the cards and upgrades necessary to run the TIE Fighters, but you also get them to use on other ships as well. So that was what I had for Nationals last year. Since then, for my birthday this year, Adele bought me the First Order TIE Fighter, and I recently went out and bought myself the TIE Punisher. The TIE Punisher is a big badass bomber. It's not in any of the films, it's from the expanded universe, so it's now under the Star Wars Legends banner. However, it looks awesome. It's an improvement over the TIE Bomber. It's got 2 bomb chutes instead of 1, and all the ordnance pods have got their own ion engines. So it's pretty badass, pretty hunky, loads of shields, and yeah, I can't wait to start using it. So that's the fleet I've got thus far. Now, I want to get the Imperial Radar, I want to get the Decimator, maybe not even use them, but just have them on display because I love the look of these. I mean, they're brilliant, they're lovely quality miniatures. They're pre-painted, so you don't have to sit and paint them, which, although I do love my miniatures, I do play Games Workshop's Warhammer 40k and Warhammer Horus Heresy. I play both of those and I love it to bits. I have played a bit of Fantasy back in 8th edition, but I haven't really touched Fantasy. But yeah, I do enjoy painting the miniatures up, and I will have a video actually for a future piece on my collection of that, but that'll be a different one. But yes, it's nice to have a break from painting them. It's just nice to just go out and buy one, add it to the collection, go out and use it immediately. And the pre-painting these is quite nice, although I have seen some quite nice repaints done, I must admit. I probably won't repaint these, I'll probably leave them as is, as I quite like them. I quite like how I may do my own variation at some point, but that's to see. I plan on going to quite a few events this year. I went to Nationals last year, I may go to Nationals again this year. I've got a couple of tournaments coming up soon, a couple of events. And it's really nice because my friends have started gaming here, so it's actually quite nice to crack on and get a few games in. Yes, I really love the hobby, I really love gaming with it, and I really want to do more in the future. So, this is the first, as I said, the first episode of My Collection Monday, and I will bring you more in the future. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I shall see you all next time. Goodbye!